you, everybody. Happy Monday. You made it. Congratulations. Here we go. It's a Monday. It's a great week. Thanks for being here. Thanks for being awesome. Today, we're going to talk about some strategies for 2022 and what you can do to get your week jazzed up and happy, going fast, doing what you really want to do and enjoying it, right? So I'm going to be sharing with you some tactics, some strategies that I'm using that's working for me and for many of my clients. So I want to thank you for being here. I want to thank you for following. I want to thank you for inviting others to this. And blessings to all of you. It's an amazing Monday. We are on April 11th, and things are good. Things are really good. So, what are these strategies that you can use to start boosting your business? What are some of the success strategies that are happening that people are doing? What do you have to do in your mindset every day so that you can stay on track? That's what I'm going to talk about. That's what my seminar is going to be about on Thursday at 12 p.m. And I want to encourage every one of you to attend and be there, invite others. It's for free, so we're not charging for it. We used to charge for a long time, anywhere from $47 to $97, but now we're not charging for it this time around. So I encourage you to stick around, put it on your calendar, and there will be, of course, recordings, all kind of good stuff happening. So it's really up to you to get involved and start getting on the right track. But again, first and foremost, I just thank you for the follow. Thanks for being awesome. Thanks for the connections. Thanks for everything that you guys are doing every day on a daily basis. You know, it's not easy being out there, but it is easy if you change your mindset to it. If you think it's hard, it's going to be hard. If you think it's easy, it will be easy. So what are you thinking, right? What are you thinking? And I hope you're thinking it's going to be easy. So for those who are listening live on Facebook group or LinkedIn or YouTube, I want to thank you there, my avid LinkedIn connections, because I'm also live on LinkedIn here. So my name is Kamal. If we haven't met, I am a student and teacher of the law of attraction. I teach success strategies and thinking into results. It's the work of Bob Proctor. Rest in peace, Bob. For the last 61 years, he was studying this material. I'm forever grateful that I have access to it, and I'm studying it every day with my clients, and we're having a lot of fun, achieving a lot of results, and enjoying the results basically, and doing what we want to do. Right, success strategies. So this Thursday, like I said, we will hold a seminar on the 14th at 12 p.m. and you're welcome to attend for free. And the link is right here on the site. Now, what would be the number one thing that's going to be given to you today to start succeeding, start having the results that you want? Most of you are probably thinking it's going to be some magic thing and you need something grandiose. But everything that you need is already within you, okay? I'm going to share with you one of the key things that you have to start acting on is to start acting on your ideas. And I want you to start with where you are. So many of you have been waiting for so long to get started to do things. And the bottom line is that you are not acting on your ideas. You are not moving forward with what you think you've got. You have this idea, but then you wait. You wait until it's perfect. You wait until the perfect plan. You wait until the weather changes. You wait until spring comes. You wait until fall comes. You wait until school changes, and you keep waiting and waiting and waiting, and then the idea goes away. I want you to start rethinking this idea and start acting on your ideas in a different way, in a much faster way. You can act on your ideas, and you can act on your ideas every day, except you don't do that. And there is something holding you back, something that's telling you, oh, I need this perfection, and I need this to happen, and I need that to happen. Well, what else do you need to happen? You see, if you think of your mind as an automatic guiding system, okay, we've talked about that before, but I'm going to mention it briefly. Your mind is like an automatic guiding system. Once you give it a command and it follows it, it's going to do everything it can to help you get what you want. So, what if you accept this idea that your mind is going to accept what you want to accomplish? And it's going to go on doing it for you. It's going to go on achieving that target. So, what does that mean? The ideas that you get, you have to start. Now, it doesn't mean you start in any way possible. You just get started. Now, you're not going to do something reckless. You're not going to do something silly. You have to do your due diligence. You have to do some kind of activity to have a plan, like we teach in Think and Grow Rich. You got to have some kind of plan. You get on your driveway. You got to have a plan where you're going. So when we say act on your ideas, that does not mean you become reckless. It just means you will do move forward. Like if this means check an apartment building, then you do check the apartment building. If it means make a phone call, you make the phone call. But you do have to pre-plan a little bit. And how do you do that? You just get going pre-planning. So many don't do that, and they end up doing nothing. They don't act on their ideas. They stay frustrated, and nothing happens. Nothing happens. All right. So that's the number one success strategy that I'm going to pass on to you today. The number two strategy, I call it overcoming your fear. Now let's leave that one to number three. Let's say number two will be believing. I want you to believe, right? You have to fuse with the idea that you believe you can do it. Most of you don't believe that you can do it, and you quit too quickly. So you have to think of something, but you have to believe that you can do it. And as soon as you quit on yourself and let believe, it just things stop happening. So on the emotional side, as you think about it, you have to start believing that's going to happen, and you have to fuse with that idea. Intellectually, you think of something, but then emotionally, where are you at? Are you enjoying it emotionally, right? You have to emotionally think about it. So you intellectually and then emotionally. And when these two things are fused together, that's when things start to happen. Now, these ideas came down from Andrew Carnegie to Napoleon Hill to Bob Proctor, right? And that's what I'm sharing with you here. This is a summary of 120 years in the making. So you have to fuse with that idea on the emotional level, because your subconscious mind that's going to help you achieve what you want, it likes to work through the emotions. And that's how it's going to get you all, you're going to get all excited and connected with it. So you have to fuse with that idea. So we're going to act on your idea. That's number one. Number two, you're going to believe that you can do it intellectually and emotionally, get engaged with. And once you fuse with that idea, your desire must come to life. And we're going to get back into the desire in a minute here. Okay. The third thing is I want you to overcome your fear. Most people have scared or a scarcity mindset where they're too afraid of commitments, too afraid of people being negative on them, too afraid of what other people are going to say. But you have to overcome this fear. You have to face the fear that you fear, and the fear will go away. You face the fear that you're fearing, and the fear should go away. Now, why are you afraid? There's several reasons, but the mainly is because you're ignorant about what's happening next. You don't know what's coming. You don't know how to do it. So your body says, "Wow, I should be scared." But the only way to get through this fear is to step out and do it. And how do you step out and do it? You get a coach, you get a mentor, you get a guide, you get somebody that's done it before. And then you start doing it. So you have to overcome that fear. How do you overcome the fear? You step into it. Welcome, Ivy. Thanks for joining. Thanks for being here. You step into that fear. That's the best way. And you have to become courageous. You have to face it. It's not easy to face the fear, but you have to step it out slowly, bit at a time. You make the phone call. You make 2 phone calls the second day. You meet with the contractor. You meet with the company that's going to fix your house. You go for the job interview. You go for whatever it is. You have to step out. You have to overcome that fear. If you want to succeed, you got to do something different. If you continue doing what you're doing, nothing is going to happen. You're going to stay where you're at. But I'm sure you are here because you want to succeed. So the fourth thing is you have to visualize. What does that mean? Visualize. It means you got to imagine, right? You got to imagine you doing it. You got to imagine with what you want. Visualize that prize. Visualize that gift that you want. Visualize it happening. See yourself on stage. See yourself selling that company. See yourself running the company. See yourself running a large team. See yourself producing so much goods. Visualize it. How does it look like? How much space do you need? Who's working with you? Get to the detail. How big is the backyard of their house? How big is the deck? How big is this? How big is that? What kind of car are you driving? Visualize it. You got to see it. We think in picture. Use your imagination. That's your God-given talent. Your higher mental faculty. You got to use it. Visualize it. Okay? As much detail as possible. Which city? Which country? With who? When? How often? So you're the only one that can do that. I can talk to you all I want, but you're the only one that can visualize what you need to visualize. You have to visualize that goal. So we've talked about 4 things so far. We've talked about these success ideas. First, you have to act on your ideas. You got to start acting on your ideas. You got to start moving in that direction. You got to start today. If you say, I have an idea to get fit and I'm going to start, welcome Arthur, I'm going to start a year from now. That doesn't make sense. If you say, I want to start a business 10 years from now, 10 years from now? Who knows what's going to happen with the economy 10 years from now? Who knows what's going to happen next year? So you got to act on your ideas right away. Otherwise, the paradigm is the one that's talking. Second thing was you have to believe. You have to believe in yourself a lot more. And if you don't, you have to get somebody to help you believe in you to grow this mindset, right? So you believe. You fuse with that idea on the intellectual and emotional side. Number three was overcoming fear. How do you overcome fear? But you overcome fear by taking the action. You got to take the action that you deserve. You got to take the action that you should be taking. That's the only way you're going to break through. It is going to feel weird. It's going to feel vibration. You're going to feel sweaty. You're going to feel this. But the best way to practice is to practice. The best way to get through the fear that you're fearing is to face it. Face the fear that you fear, and your fear goes away. You step up and you do it. And you develop this higher awareness that it's okay. Like, for example, I spoke on a stage of 80 people yesterday, live. 80 people. I've never done that before. I was running the mastermind, like from the Think and Grow Rich mastermind, and I had to speak to a group of 80 people. Also organize the speech and all that stuff, get them in groups working. That was a big deal. That was with the millionaire meetings last week in Reno, Nevada. Now, that was not an easy thing. Did I fear? For a few seconds, I thought, what's it going to be like? But then I got my mind together, I got my thoughts together, stepped on stage and just did it. Just like that. I stepped into the fear and the fear went away. You develop that higher awareness. So now the next time, the third time, fourth time is going to get easier, right? So the fourth step was we said we're going to visualize. Visualize what? Visualize what you want. Visualize you doing that. I visualize myself going on stage. I visualize myself organizing this group, getting them to come together. So you have to organize. Visualize what you want. Use your imagination. It's your God-given ability to do things, so you need to be doing it. Imagination is everything. That's how everything gets started. That's how the phone got created. That's how planes are flying through the air. That's how Apple became Apple. That's how Microsoft became. Somebody visualized something better. Somebody visualized the ability to send an email from one side of the world to the other. It didn't just happen. It's always been here, but somebody visualized it and then they made it happen. And I'm going to teach you some really cool stuff. Okay. So number 5, you have to know what you want. You have to know what do you want. So I'm going to type it here in text. What do you want? What do you want? Do you know what you want? It's easy to say you do, but do you really know what you want? People in general don't know what they want. They think they do, but when you ask them, they're not really there. They tell you they want this, they tell you they want that, but at the end of the day, they're only telling you what their paradigm is allowing them to say. Until you learn how to relax, until you learn how to let go of all the insecurities, to really say it on paper what you want and start moving towards it. Because if you say what you want and you do nothing about it, you don't really want it yet. You're just kind of kidding yourself. Because if you really want it, you'll be going for it. So you see, everything that you have that's around you, you wanted it, and that's how you have it. Your car, your keys, your furniture, you wanted that stuff and you got it. For example, people say, I can't afford things. Let's take an example about your car. If your car breaks down and you don't have money, but your car breaks down, well, guess what? You're not going to take the bus. You're not going to walk. You will find the money. Why? How does that happen? Well, because you want it. You want it so bad, you force it to happen. You will it to happen, and then it happens. So what do you really want? What do you want to achieve in that next level quantum leap of success? That's what we're talking about. It's a beautiful thing. And this is just a start. 5 things that was going to help you really move your game. Now, on Thursday, if you're just joining me right now, on Thursday at 12 p.m., we're going to get into this in detail. I'm going to show you some more graphics, some more videos, some more detail about goal and science of goal achieving, about shifting your paradigm and your habitual behavior, and why today your results are because your paradigm. Why today your results are not changing because you have some bad habits. And we're going to continue this topic all week, the success strategies, because that's what the seminar is called this week, Success Strategy Seminar. It's all the teaching that I've learned from Bob Proctor. So I encourage you all to sign up. I encourage you all to call your friends and sign up. And if you can't make it 12 p.m., well, you could make it in the evening. You can make it to the replay. Make it a priority to show up, because if it is important to you, it's important. If it's not, I hope You'll be doing something better than that, right? Your current results are connected to what you've been doing. You gotta stop blaming everybody on what's happening. You can't blame your country. You can't blame your father. You can't blame your mother. I mean, you can, but you're not gonna go anywhere. I want to teach you how to accept responsibility for where you are right now in life. Where are you right now in life? You have to take that responsibility. It's all fine and dandy to get sympathy and empathy from everybody around you and feel sorry for you and oh, this is what you got. But at some point, you have to step up. You say, you know what? I am responsible for my results. I am responsible for this income right now. I am responsible to move to that next level. And if you want to move to that next level, you're going to have to step up. Your responsibility into yourself and what's happening around you has to become you. You have to become in charge. These are leadership skills that you're going to have to learn. And we're going to teach you that in thinking into results. See, the success strategy seminar is just going to give you the bits and pieces of what it takes. The how it's going to be when you come and study with me and connect and learn how to grow. Just so you can see some of my clients, they're turning their annual income into monthly. They're going from being afraid for 10, 15, 17 years to be going on stages. They're going from no job to a job. They're going from a silly job, 8, 10 bucks an hour to 20, 25 bucks an hour as a supervisor. They're becoming from managers to directors. Why? Because we instill these ideas into their mind and get them to believe in themselves. And they're going to act on these ideas. They're going to believe it. They're going to overcome that fear, visualize the situation, and they start knowing what they want to do. You have to start knowing what you want. Do you really know what you want? Are you ready to quantum leap your results, right? Now, I want to give you one more thing on these success strategies. Like, I want you to be patient. I want you to be a lot more patient with yourself. And don't give yourself a hard time if things are not showing up. You have to be disciplined, but you still have to be patient. Everything happens by law. Everything that's going on in your life right now is happening by law. You are creating all of it, and it's happening by law. And I want you to start thinking of these bigger ideas, these bigger thoughts that you can have, the more money, the more fun, the more health, the more resources, the more relationships. How can you start doing all these things? Well, you can. If I can do it, you can do it too. My clients are doing it. How are they doing it? They're doing it very, very well. And I'm so proud of them because they're making it happen. Now, when you have an idea in your mind and you're going to start growing it and you're going to act on it, this idea has a gestation period. This idea it's like a baby, right? Two seeds come together, a boy and a girl, and the baby starts growing, and 280 days later, the baby is born, right? There's a gestation period that needs to happen. So this idea for your business, this idea for you getting to that next level, you have to start thinking about it, believe in it, overcome the fear, visualize. Can you see yourself, Jerome and Arthur and Ani, going there with me? Can you see yourself growing it on what you want? You see, you can do this. We can actually do it together right now, imagining and visualizing this thing. But you have to be a little more patient with yourself. Things will happen fast, the easy way. You see, rich people get rich in a certain way, not in the hard force push way. You want to get there with ease. Any idea in your mind must move into form. Any idea in your mind must move into form. It has to materialize. It has to become real. If you desire it enough, the creational law has to make it happen. And it only happens if you really want it. As soon as you're desiring it, it starts moving into form. It must move into form. All desires must come to form. The thing that you are seeking is seeking you as well. And you're going to start learning how to tap into your genius. You're going to start learning how you have so much more potential than what you've ever thought. A lot more potential. A lot more potential. Tap into your genius. And the more you start using these higher mental faculties, the more you start studying what Earl Nightingale put and Bob and go along this journey, the more you're going to realize what have you been missing, right? So if you want to double your results, triple your results, start feeling good, start being positive, come to the seminar, book an appointment. Love to see you. The eighth strategy here I want to give you is to get good mentors, right? It is the only way. I don't know any other way. It took me 19 years to realize that. I thought it was all about school and getting degrees and getting certificates and getting more degrees. I had 5 degrees, 19 years with 5 degrees. And I was barely breaking the six figures. I was like, there's got to be a better way. So I started wanting to give more because, there was trouble going on in Lebanon. I want to help these people back there. There was just not enough to go around. How can I give more? I mean, I'm barely making it six figures. In North America, you barely survive. 30, 40% tax, kids, families, house, mortgages, cars, right? No, it's not a bad income. It was a decent income. I had 300 people reporting to me. But when I started to want to give more, these ideas started to come. And that's how I met Bob Proctor. That's how I realized that there is a better way. There is a better way to get mentors, and that getting mentors that are in the field that you want to achieve. Could be in real estate, could be in mindset. It's all mindset, 95% mindset, 5% strategy. Everything is mindset. And you have to get somebody that you resonate with so that you can actually do what they ask you to do. You have to follow directions. See, if you don't follow directions, nothing's going to happen. And I tell that to all my clients. If you're going to come become a client of mine, if you're not going to follow my directions, I don't want you to be a client. Because if you're not going to follow directions, you're going to be on your own. I can help you achieve the results. So you have to follow directions. Follow those who have done it for a little bit, and then you can go on your own very quickly. We have to let that ego on the side for a little bit until we know what the hell we're doing. Once you know what the heck you're doing, you can go on your own, do whatever you want. But for the first while, follow directions. That's how everybody does. That's how everybody goes to that next level of awareness, next level of success, next level of achievement. But people usually don't do that. It's said 85, 95% of the population is stuck, frustrated, can't get a job, can't figure out their way out of the house, and they're not willing to follow directions. They need to follow directions. I follow directions all the time. I have mentors that tell me what to do, and I just do it. Now, I question it, I understand it, and then I do it. So there are certain things that you have to do that you've never done before. And you might say, well, why do I have to do that? Well, because you just have to look at your results. Are you happy with your results? Your results are a manifestation of what you're able to do. What if you can change your mindset on what you can achieve? What if you can change your mindset on what you believe you can do and start acting on these big ideas? Get some guidance so you can learn how to do this. That's when your results are going to be boosted. That's what I can help you with. With my help, my guidance, and Bob's teachings, Bob's videos that we have, you're going to need a telescope to see yourself 6 months from now. You're going to take your income to a whole other level. And don't just take it from me. My clients are having these results. Thousands of other people, thousands of companies are doing this. This is not just a one-time thing. We'll be here for the next while doing this. We're not going anywhere. So proud of these clients. They're doing amazing. And perhaps it's your turn. Perhaps it's your turn to start really develop that confidence and start moving in this direction. Because up to now, it's chaos, it's madness. I want you to get there with the calmness of mind and ease and effortless way, it's called, right? Rich people do things in a certain way. So good. These are some of the key points. There's a couple more points. We'll leave them to the end. But I see Arthur came up to stage. Thank you, Arthur, for being here. Welcome. Good to see you, my friend. And I'm also live here, just so you all know, on the Facebook group and LinkedIn. So go ahead, Arthur, with your question. What's up, my friend? How you doing today?
Hi, Kamal. I'm sorry to interrupt. I just had a question from actually earlier today. I was in your session and you spoke about goal setting, and I think you've spoken about it as well today. I just wanted to know what sort of wording should we use when we're setting those goals? Should we have wording, because you had actually asked us to write out our goals? So I actually didn't know how to write it out in terms of should I write it like it's already done, or should I write it like I'm wishing for it? What sort of context should I put my goal setting language into? That's my only question. Thank you so much, Kamal. Thank you for today. Everyone in the room, please, if you can scroll up and click on the little green house so that we don't miss any of Kamal's sessions. He just drops gems, like amazing gems. So thank you so much for having us, Kamal. Thank you for having me. Thank you.
I love it. Thank you so much, Arthur. That was an awesome question. And absolutely, I love your question. And I love your question because it is about goals and it is about the science of goal achievement. That's what we do. So, for your goal, it has to be something you really want. It has to be something that is really you don't have right now and is really a stretch. And I'm talking about big goals. I'm not talking about just 1%, 2% increase in income or success. I want you to get to that next level, quantum leap. It has to be something you don't have, has to be something you really want and you're desiring, and you want to write your goal in the present tense as if it's achieved already. So it goes something like this, and I'm borrowing this from Bob Proctor himself. I'm so happy and grateful now that I am a millionaire. I am so happy and grateful now that I'm earning $10,000 a month. I'm so happy and grateful now that I own this 20-story building. I am so happy and grateful now that I started my shipping and logistics business this month by this date by that time. And that's how I do it. I write my goal in the present tense as if it's happening already. Because when I'm going to teach you how to visualize and imagine and see it happen, we're going to go into the future in our mind with your visualization, and we're going to come back and we're going to write the goal as if it's achieved in the present tense. So you write your goal in the present tense. It has to be something you want. It has to be something you don't have already. It has to be something you really emotionally want to be involved with. It has to excite you. It has to put a smile on your face. If your goal is going to upset you, why you even have it as a goal? Right? So it has to be exciting. I'm so happy and grateful now that, and you write your goal in the present tense. As short as possible, few words, and the more you write it, the more you say it, the more you're on the subconscious level, you'll start accepting it. In the initial stages, you might reject it, Arthur. You might not even be able to say the words out loud because your paradigm is not going to let you do it. Your paradigm is your habitual living, but that's okay. We can change that paradigm, and once you change your paradigm, you change your results. Does that help you, Arthur?
That's actually perfect. That's exactly what I wanted to know. And that gives me all the that, so I'm able now to actually be able to visualize them and write, because I was tempted to write it like I want to do this, so I want, but it makes it much clearer if you say I need to actually visualize that it's done and see it as something that's already been accomplished. Yes, that's something that I needed. I needed that. Thank you so much. Come on.
Yeah, absolutely. It's very important. It's interesting you said that because today at 5 p.m. with my clients in Thinking into Results, we're going to spend 40 minutes on the visualization lesson and how you actually put the goal out there, how you visualize it and bring it back into life and do it. So there's an art and science to it. This is not just a one-time deal. There's a way to do it. There's a flow to the event, and you just go ahead doing it. And like I said, I'm so proud of my clients. They're doing so well, so good, and I just want you all to have the same kind of results, same success. So, thank you for that question. Very good. And just as a reminder, if you're just tuning in, we're at the 30-minute mark here. Be here for a few more minutes, and then I'm gonna jump on lunch, maybe in 15 minutes or so. But I am hosting a seminar this Thursday at 12 p.m. So you're welcome to sign up for it. The link is right above my head, and the link is also here posted. So click on that, and let's get you to understand these strategies. How Bob Proctor achieved results. How could somebody that in the 60s started making in the millions of dollars, and he's been teaching this for 61 years, passed away, but now we have the information. What if you start having this information? What if you can start winning? Right, that's what you want to do. You want to start feeling good about what you're doing. It doesn't matter if you're unemployed. It doesn't matter where you're at right now. It doesn't matter if you make 100,000, 200, or 2 million or 10 million. You can always move up your level of awareness and calmness. Because one of the things that I'm going to share with you, I'm going to teach you how, as you come to study with me, is to develop that confidence and level of awareness and calmness of mind. You're going to become so graced with your presence, and people are going to love who you're going to become. You're going to be relaxed. You're going to be at ease making money. You're going to be at ease running your company, right? You're going to be amazed with what's possible. That's what I'm telling you. You're going to be, you'll be like, wow, where this information has it been? Because we all have the same thing. It's like I took 5 degrees, and I was like, what is happening? How come I didn't know about this before? So Click on that link and invite your friends. And I appreciate you for the follow. And if I haven't followed you, let me know. I'll follow you in Facebook or LinkedIn or Clubhouse, wherever you're at. If you follow me and I have not, let me know. Reach out. And that's the present for you. It's going to be an amazing session. And we teach this material, Think and Grow Rich. This is one of the books that we teach. For example, Psycho-Cybernetics by Maxwell Waltz. We actually have that class tonight at 9 p.m. Self-image. So I want you to stick around. I want you to know that there is a better way. There is a better way. Now I'm going to share with you something from my screen here. Let's see if this computer lets me share. I'm using Chrome now instead of Microsoft Edge. So let's see if it lets me. Look at that. Looks like it's going to work. Looks like it's going to work. So yeah, and like I said in one of the steps, right? You have to get a good mentor. Yeah, you have to get somebody that knows what they're doing to help you get to that next level. And that's my. If I'm to leave you, if you're to ask me, Kamal, what did it? What did it for you to have all these businesses running, to be living happily, to be excited about life every day, to wake up and you're on mission, on target? What did it for you? I would say my mentor, Bob Proctor. It was not the degrees. It was not the chemical engineering degree. It was not the master's in metallurgy. It was not the MBA. It was not the certificate. It was not my previous boss or my other boss or my other boss. It was not my current boss. It was not my wife. It was not my kids. It was my mentor. And you need to get a good mentor. You need to get somebody that really moves you. And what we have from Bob here can really move you. Mentorship and guidance is the way to go. It's all mindset. 95% mindset, 5% strategy. Everybody you thinks it's degrees, certificate, is getting lucky. It's not about getting lucky. I create my own luck. It's how much I want. It's all about how much I can take, right? I set my own goals now, not somebody else's goals. I live my own life, not somebody else's life. I'm the actor in my own movie, my own life. And I want you, Crystal, Jerome, Andre, Arthur, and Stuart, to start having that life. I want you to stop living on the fence. You're living somebody else's dream. This does not mean you leave your job. This does not mean you leave your relationship. This does not mean you leave your house, but you have to start living today, not tomorrow, not next year, not 2 years from now, today. How do you do that? And I can show you how. That's what I'm inviting. That's why I keep doing these webinars and seminars and these events that are happening. And I invite you to come to the CRM. I invite you to invite your friends. So if you want to do me a favor, do me that favor. And thank you, Arthur, for mentioning to everybody here to invite everybody to follow the club and to connect with each other. See what Jerome's got to offer. See what Crystal's got to offer. See what Andre's got to offer. See what Stuart's got to offer. Because every one of you is a gift. So when you come to a community like mine, you're not going to just feel better. You're going to start doing business with other mastermind people, right? And that's the gift to you. So good. But back to my point, what made all this work is getting a good mentorship. So here it is from Bob on mentorship, because you might as well hear it from him. It's the best thing that could ever happen to you today. So your higher self is calling for something better. And you have to learn to make decisions fast. You have to learn to act on these ideas and not hold yourself back. It's not anybody's fault. There's no need to blame. The key is to decide that you want to get better, and you can.
Do you know a question that I'm asked everywhere I go? I've traveled all over the world. Is it important to have a mentor? Well, I guess you can be very successful without one, and probably some people do. But I would not have accomplished anywhere near what I have accomplished without a mentor. I have had a number of mentors, and my whole life has changed dramatically. I went from going nowhere to having a business that operates all over the world. If you want to win in a big way, you want to get a mentor. It's almost like getting a direct pipeline from their mind to your mind, where you're gaining all their wisdom, all their experience, and all the studying that they've done over a number of years. And like that, you get it all in a short period of time. Are mentors important? Well, I'm going to tell you, mentors literally changed the course of my life.
Before I met Bob Proctor, I was running a thriving law practice, and I had what most people thought of as real success. But from time to time, I'd think about doing something different. And then one day, I found myself in a Bob Proctor seminar, and I decided right then and there, I wanted to do what this man was doing. I wanted to be in his inner circle. And I wanted to create a program with him to bring to the executives and the directors and the companies that I'd been working with for over the last 2 decades. This was a big change, and I am so grateful I had Bob Proctor to be my mentor as I went through this big transition. Bob says that having a mentor changed the course of his life. Well, having Bob as my mentor changed the course of my life. It's very easy to get into a routine in life, to do the same thing over and over. I've come to learn that every day can be an exciting adventure, but we have to make it that way. And to do that, we have to stretch. We have to set aside limitations and follow our dream. Now I am Bob Proctor's business partner and co-founder of the Proctor Gallagher Institute. Like Bob, mentors have changed the course of my life, and they can change the course of your life too.
Let's take a look at what thinking into results is and what it could do for you, how it came about. You see, my life had changed dramatically. I went from earning nothing to earning over $1 million a year. And I was sitting one day and I was thinking, how did all this happen? Do you know, I was reading Think and Grow Rich, I was studying Earl Nightingale's material, but a lot of people have read those books and studied Earl's material, and they weren't accomplishing what I was accomplishing. So I had to ask myself, what am I doing so different? You see, I had been raised to believe if you're going to earn a lot of money, you've got to be really smart. I was earning over $1 million a year, and I didn't think I was that bright. I was also raised to believe if you don't go to school, you can't win. Well, I hadn't gone to school. I went to high school for about 2 months. I didn't have a good job. I owned the entire company. Now, don't get the idea that I think school isn't important. I think school is vitally important. I see study and school as being almost sacred. It's very important. But I couldn't figure out why I won, and so I started to study. I was very curious. It took me 9.5 years, and I got the dots to connect. That was after working with 3 or 4 phenomenal mentors. And when I got the dots to connect, all I wanted to do was teach it. And that's all I've been doing. And then I run into a young lady who is my business partner today, Sandy Gallagher. And she put together a master plan. And to cut a long story short, she said, Bob, I've studied everything that you teach. I know exactly what you know. I want to make a program. And she would get me in front of a camera and she'd say, explain this. And so I would. And then explain that. And she put together one of the most comprehensive programs I believe that you'll ever find anywhere in the market. Do you know with this program, you can change everything in your life in a matter of months. See, we're born and raised with the idea that it takes a long time to accomplish something. You can accomplish, bang, just like that. You don't go from A to B, you can go from A to G just like that with thinking into results. You see, what she's done is take the very best out of my mind that I have studied and practiced for the last 50 years, and you get it in a program with 12 short, powerful lessons and an action planner that'll spin your head around on a dime. You can walk away from this and you can say, well, this isn't for me. Or you can say, I'm going to do this. And you know, in 6 months, you're going to need a telescope to look back and see where you started. I believe it's the most powerful program you can ever lay your hands on, because you not only learn why you win, you learn why you're not doing what you really want to do, and then, bang, how to change it.
I did create that program that I set out to create after I first saw Bob Proctor in that seminar, and that program is Thinking into Results. I wanted to help people get out of their own way. As an attorney, I saw many brilliant people getting stuck. Despite all their diplomas and credentials, they weren't getting the results that they wanted, and they didn't know why. I created Thinking into Results with Bob to show executives executives and entrepreneurs and employees worldwide how to get the results they wanted by thinking in a certain way. Our objective is to get thinking into results in every home. It helps the young and the old alike expand their
So good.
horizons and live their dreams.
If you want to be happy, healthy, and prosperous, it's all here. Thinking into results is going to show you how to get it. If what I've said, or what Sandy Gallagher may have said, really triggered something in your mind and you're thinking maybe, contact the certified PGI consultant on this page. Hit the button, leave the information. Do yourself a favor. Sit down and talk to them about what this program can do for you. This very well could be the decision that will change the rest of your life. And you'll enjoy it forever.
So good. So good. I love it. I mean, you heard it, right? It's not just me, it's everybody. That's just how it works. Mentorship guidance really helps you change the way you think, the way you become, what you do. And I just encourage every one of you to find that one mentor, two mentors, three mentors that are going to help you propel you to that next level just because you can, okay? It's doable. And sure, what I'm showing you here on the screen for those who are watching live later on, and the replay will be on Facebook, YouTube, Twitter, and LinkedIn. You know, there's me, my good client of mine, Carlos, and Trudy Tush. They both taken the course for 6 months, and they're just having a blast. They're having a lot of fun. They're having results, and you can see what they're saying on the screen. Studying with Kamal and thinking into results has allowed me to focus on my life, my health, my family, and my career. Healthy, happy, and wealthy. I feel a sense of accomplishment and direction, and my dreams will become a reality. Right? It's just so incredible. Like that's what you want. As it's, here's what Trudy says. As a current student of thinking into results, it has already given me invaluable information to positively shift my mindset. Learning and applying thinking into results will better equip me in the areas of personal and professional development. I'm excited to experience everything thinking into results has. So incredible. Nice to hear and go on and on and on. There's so many more. I won't bore you with all that, but just go on the site and you'll see it. Register to the seminar, invite others. Let's make it an amazing experience. Let's make it fun. It's easy going, no pressure. I'm easy either way. I'm here. I'm here to help you to learn how to forgive yourself and move on to that next level of achievement because you have to, right? You have to learn to clear the mind of all the negatives and move forward. You have to let go completely and abandon the idea that you cannot succeed anymore. You have to abandon that idea because you can succeed. Just like others are succeeding, you can succeed as well. And there's something here for you. That's why you're resonating with me, Stuart and Jerome and Arthur and so many others that were here earlier. All right. There's something here. I want you to develop that confidence that you can do it because you can. See, if I told you you were born rich and if I told you abundance is your birthright, how do you feel? You were born rich and abundance is your birthright. You just have to figure out what you want and get on busy working at it. And I can show you the way. The how is going to reveal itself. And that's what we want to get you to click, get you to connect with that higher self of you, higher self, right? It's just so much more that you can do. So I don't want you to have any doubts. If you have any doubts, reach out. We can talk about it. But I look forward to speaking and seeing most of you on Thursday. Again, invite your friends. There will be a replay as well. If the timing is not convenient, that's fine. Just the replay will be available. And what else I want to say? If I share with you one more thing, I'm also launching my book. I should actually mention it. I am launching my book, which is pretty interesting that my book is being pre-sold already. I don't have the exact website. I do have the link to it, but it's pretty cool. It's going to be about leadership. It's going to be about thinking into results. It's going to be about mindset. It's really about a lot of stuff that I have learned in the last little while. And I'm just so excited about it because there's already a few people asking about it. And it's just incredible to actually have the book pre-sold already before it even happens. It's so good, and you can actually start getting a copy of it fairly quickly. You can get a chapter And the chapter is going to be bulletproof attitude, and it's all on leadership, right? It's all part of the game. So you can have leadership bulletproof attitude because you need that attitude. So if that sounds like something you want, let me know. We can also get you to uh, buy that, and you will get the chapter right away. But I'm just excited about it because the idea started like last week, and we're like, all right, okay, sure. And my the gentleman that I'm helping me to promote it is Raymond Aaron. He's just incredible. So if you ever want to write a book, let me know. I'll show you the way. I picked the best. See, I don't fool around. I find the best people in the industry to work with, and I work with. And now this guy, Raymond Aaron, is helping me with it, and it's just going to be amazing to actually have a book published before the end of the year. And you can actually get one of the chapters already right now from it. They're designing the book cover. They're designing everything. So it's just exciting. So many good things happening. And I just want the same for you, to be happy, healthy, and prosperous, and to help you figure out what you want. So that's the points I had for today. A little bit longer than what I thought on the points of success strategies, but it's all good. We're going to keep talking about it. We're going to keep sharing it. If this excites you, 5 p.m. tonight, I meet with my clients. And then at the 9 p.m., we talk about psycho-cybernetics, self-image. So if that's something that you want to study about self-image, reach out. I can connect with you so you can figure that out how. And let's make it happen. I would appreciate your help on promoting this seminar for Thursday. Last I checked, I think I had, I got to look here on the left on the camera to see how many registrants, but it looked like there was about 35 or 36 people, but still early, 38, see? Yeah, from this morning, 3 more people registered. So we have 38 people. Thank you so much. Ivy was here earlier, and Dolores Jackson and Arthur. Thank you for that. So we have 38 people who registered, and it's free. So it's not going to cost you a dime. It's just going to cost you your time, though, because your time is important. So register and just do me that favor. Take that link and send it to all your friends. I'm sure you have way more friends than I do. And let's make it a good seminar, because you can get involved, every one of you, Arthur, Jerome, Stuart. I'm sure you have some talents that could be used and monetized. Just stick around and you'll learn how. So with that, thank you all so much. Blessings to every one of you. Be awesome, be amazing. And what else I can share with you? I think we'll finish with this. Let's finish with that. Why don't we finish with this nice, good hit from Bob himself, so that you can really feel that you can do it, all right? Because I know you can. I know that you can do it. You can do it. If you can dream it, you can do it, all right? If you can dream it, you can do it. So here it is for you. Let's play this, and then we'll finish off. So I guess, a few more minutes. It's all good. Lunch can wait, right? Lunch can wait. This is a beautiful clip here from Bob. So
you see, we're created in a magnificent vibration, in an absolutely magnificent vibration. Born risk takers, free. That conditioning takes place after birth. You can change it. It takes guts. It takes goals. Do you know something? You're sitting there watching this and you're thinking, my God, I want to change something. I always say, keep reminding yourself that you have tremendous reservoirs of potential within you, and therefore you are quite capable of doing anything you set your mind to. You really can. I don't care what the cynics tell you. Quit listening to some of your peers. Now all you must do is figure out how you can do it, not whether you can or not. When are you going to do it? When are you going to do it? You've got to create a sense of urgency. I'm going to do it right now.
If you can see it, you can do it. But the beautiful truth is you can do anything. We got to know there is a place. There is a specific frequency. And if you get on that frequency, you're going to attract what you need to you. This is what it's all about. Why have you been endowed with such awesome powers? If you'll make a committed decision, this I'm going to do. And you don't have to know how. You do not have to know how. The second you make the committed decision, you flip your brain onto the frequency that you have to be on to attract what you have to attract to manifest the thing that you want. If you can see it, you can do it. It's got to be something you want. Wants come from inside. Act like you're already there. Walk, talk, speak, live like you're already there. Don't set a small goal. Don't set something that doesn't really wind your stem. Set it so big it jazzes you. It really gets you going. When something of a very high nature resonates with the very high side of you, you'll know it. You'll know it. You will feel it. Feeling is conscious awareness of vibration. The only prerequisite, do you want it? Not do you need it, not could you do it. The only prerequisite is, do you want it? Take the lid off your marvelous mind and dream. For goodness sake, give yourself the right to do that. Get your analytical mind out of the way. Put it in your pocket for a while. All you're doing is exploring, daydreaming. What did Lawrence say? All men dream, but not equally. Those who dream by night in the dusty recesses of their mind waken the day to find that it was vanity. But the dreamers of the day are dangerous men, for they may act their dream with open eyes to make it possible. This I did. I hope you enjoyed this video. We put a lot of good information up here, and it causes everything in your life to get better.
So good. So good. I love it. I love it. Love it. Love it. Love it. So thank you all so much. Thanks for being awesome. Thanks for those who picked a copy of the book. And you'll get the article right away on leadership. You're going to love it because you put that into your life. I am sure your life will change very, very quickly. Thank you. Blessings to all. Love you so much. Have an amazing Monday. Let's crush your goals and make it happen. And I'm sure I'll be seeing you in a couple of days.